Can we not? No, come on. You're not on there. Get here, Flea. Get on here. Piss off then. Why did you want to come in then, you little bugger? Come on. Hello, Yow Lot. How am ya? Welcome to the Loony Life. I hope you're alright. Today, I've got a health update. I know you're probably sick of hearing it, especially if you watch me lives. You're like, bloody hell, Joe, you know you way very well. But I don't really talk about it in real life, so I just offload my shit onto you lot. Sauce not sauce. Today's video, I am going to be talking about my health, but also because I thought, you know, we don't want to just talk about depressing stuff, we want to talk about fun stuff as well. So today's video, as well as an update, I'm also going to show you the new lip glosses I bought by Elf. And I was sent a vegan box, vegan kind box, again, because for some reason my card wasn't working, and then all of a sudden it's just started working again, so they've started sending me the box, which I'm loving. Show you what's inside there. So that's going to be today's video. Nothing too chaotic, okay? We're just chilling today. Okay, so first things first, the Elf lipsticks. I've got one on now. It's like a lip stain. I love Elf products though. It's obviously vegan and cruelty free because we don't need to test on animals anymore, I don't believe. So I got these, they're lovely. I haven't tried the mauve one yet, so I'll use my last cheeky panda wipe. Those of you that do watch my ASMR channel and have seen that video, you'll be sad to see them go. They were in a military nurse video. Now we'll see how well this stains as well, because obviously it's a lip stain. Yeah, it's kept my lips quite pink, which I quite like because it also looks like a natural blushy pink. Oh, I quite like that. So yeah, it would take a while to get off, but I'm quite a fan of that. Let's have a look at this one. I'll just do it in here. Oh, that matches my lip really well. Yeah, love it. They're so silky on your lips as well. Goodbye. I do like Elf products though. I use their face care and I'm getting on really well with it. And I've normally changed them by now. I've always had some sort of issue. So, oh, I do like that colour. Oh, I got on my nose there. Dry skin. Oh yeah, I do love those colours, both of them. So, okay, that's that done. Oh, so look at these snacks. Oh, so we got lots of snacks. Can't wait. Also, Kim, we've got a triple chocolate fudge brownie that we can make. And I don't think it includes peanut butter. Oh, so if you're watching, we can do this. Sweet. And I've got grain flax seeds as well, so that's the main ingredient. Great, lovely, perfect. We've got some popcorn. Caramelised biscuit. Oh, I bet they're banging. Shall we try them in a minute? Key to my heart. Chocolate brownie bites. I've not tried these yet, but I do love Og's stuff. Og's cakes are just so amazing. I love them. Cherry tomato and basil. I'm guessing this is, well, yeah, it's a gourmet sauce. That'll probably give me heartburn because it's probably very rich tomato, and tomatoes tend to give me heartburn these days. Oh, Misfits plant-based well, Misfits plant powered chocolate protein bar. Beautiful. Oh, we're a bit bright today, aren't we, kids? There we go, can you see that? Lovely. What else we got? We've got this little chocolate thing. Alternative to milk chocolate based on rice powder. Oh, that'll be interesting. I'm not a huge fan of vegan chocolate. It has to be the right one. I'm still finding that some of it's just not quite there yet. I'm going to enjoy these. These are cheese and onion flavoured corn. Oh no, wait, it's literally sweet corn that's flavoured cheese and onion. That is crazy. But I do like a quirky thing, insane grain. And these are salt and vinegar. I'm guessing they're just like little sticks. Oh yeah, knobbly sticks. Cool. And they sent me a shopping bag. So that's nice. Don't know what's on it. Oh, it's an avocado and a heart. That's cute. Vegan, celebrating 9 years of being kind to all kinds. That's really nice, I like that. Right, so yeah. Win-win for this. Right, let's try. I kind of want to try these corns now because I'm curious, and then I'll talk to you about what's going on. So, I've been a bit under the weather. For a couple of months now. How are they so good? What? I never expected that. I thought these were going to be disgusting. They're actually amazing. They have a really strong cheesy flavour though. But it's so good. What the hell? Really surprised at these. Okay, it's literally sweet corn. Really good. Anyway, where do I get these from? They're gluten free as well. I might have to look these up. Okay, bloody hell. Just get to the point. Right, yeah. So leave now if you don't wish to know about women's problems, because honestly, it might get a bit graphic and I'm an oversharer when it comes to the camera. So here we go. I kind of forget that there's people going to watch this. So I have been very well. For a few months now, I've been suffering with heavy and very long periods. And they've really made my mood so low, and I've like not had much energy and things like that. And it's like, it started off where I think it's been going on a lot longer, but because they weren't as regular and as long, they've sort of gradually become longer and less distance apart, that I didn't really notice until it became like really obvious. So when I first noticed, I think it was like September, the start of September, end of September, because I obviously had my normal period and then it kind of lasted a little bit longer. Hang on, what month am I on? Let me get my calendar because I want to do this right. Because I wrote it down because I was like, something's not right. Right, okay, yeah, so I am wrong. It was around August. Okay, so from the beginning, in August is when I mostly noticed that things were a bit different, like my periods had lasted longer and they were a bit heavier than normal. And in September, I'd had 3 weeks off, well, 2 weeks off. I came back on in September, and then I had to cancel a smear test appointment that I'd booked because you can't have a smear test when you're on your period because it can affect the results, so they advise not to do that. So I had to cancel that smear test, and then I came off 2 days after. I then had like a full week where I had no bleeding at all, and then the week after that I started bleeding again, and that lasted for another 10 days. I phoned the doctor and let them know on the Friday, and I said, look, I'm still bleeding, still going on, I'm not feeling right in myself, because I've just been so lethargic all the time, like the littlest things are wearing me out. Some days I have great days, like where I'm, here, there and everywhere, but then I feel like when I'm like that, the next couple of days, I'm that worn out from doing all that, even though I had all that burst of energy somehow, it just catches up with me, and then the next couple of days, I can't even function, like my brain just will not work. I know what I've got to do, but it just will not allow me to do it. Do you know what I mean? I don't know how to explain it. It's just complete fogged. But yeah, so this is what I was trying to explain. Like right. So it's not just the period thing. Like it's affected everything. Like it's affected the way my brain works. It's just affected how my body is. Like I'm just exhausted. So anyway, I was explaining this to the doctor. So then on the Friday I spoke to the doctor, and they said, come in on a Tuesday and we'll do your smear test. On the Wednesday, sorry. They said, come in on the Wednesday, we'll do you a smear test. And I said, well, what if I'm still bleeding? Just to let you know, like I am still on my period, so what if it still carries on? And they said, well, don't worry about that because you've still got a few days, so it might stop. Luckily, the day before it did. So the morning I woke up to have my smear test, I had nothing, so that was great. I got to the doctors, no trace of anything. They said, like, your cervix is fine. It looks absolutely fine. So obviously my tests come back, they're great. I went for blood tests the following week. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 days after my smear test, I come on my period. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 days after, I come off my period. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 days after that, I come back on my period. So we're in October now, and my October period was probably the worst. I had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 days on my period. Heavy as well. So then I had... Oh wait, no, it carried on until the 5th of November because I've then documented light. So it was light on the 1st, 2nd, 3rd and 4th. 5th, I finally came off my period. And then 6th I was off, 7th I was off, 8th I was off, 9th, 10th, 11th, 12th, I had a period. So now we're on the 14th and I've not had anything the last couple of days. So, fingers crossed everything's alright. It's not even there. Also, I want to get hit even more deeper now. So in between these times, that's Babby. So in between these periods, the longest period I had was in October, but for like 5 days of that period, it wasn't a full period. It was only there when I wiped after I'd weed. So like, I'm sorry, I know. It wasn't like a full heavy period. It was just, I was still bleeding. Every time I wiped, there would be a clot there, but it wouldn't be in my pants or anything. It wouldn't be coming out when I was sitting on the toilet. Like there was nothing in the toilet, because sometimes when you have a heavy period, obviously, there's blood in the toilet, but it wasn't like that. It's only when I wiped. And like proper red blood, so it's not like the discharge that sometimes you get before your period and after your period. It was proper thick red blood, but only when I wiped. And like clots went, but only when I wiped. They never sort of come out until I wiped, if that makes sense. So this is why I was like a little bit concerned, because I was like, that's just not normal. Like, sorry, I mean, I know it's a lot, it's really confusing, and you probably are not taking any notice of the details, but yeah, like, I'm just trying to explain everything I can. I'm just trying to explain the best I can because of how things are like being. So yeah, I know that's all over the place, but it's even all over the place for me, because even I struggle to read like where it is and where it isn't, because like some days it's not as heavy, some days it's really heavy, and then just as I think I'm coming off, I'll write in my diary, think I've come off, and then the day later I'll wipe and it's there again, and it's just a bit all over the place at the moment. So yeah, that's how it's been. So I went for blood tests. They said that everything's fine. Something did flag up about my thyroid, but they said it's normal, so they've cancelled that out. That's fine. My iron levels were low, but obviously because I've been bleeding so much and I exercise a lot as well, my iron was bound to be low. Like the doctor said, like, it's bound to be low. So I'm on iron tablets at the moment, and I'm getting on all right with them, but sometimes in the morning they can make me feel a bit sick. Like as soon as I wake up, I feel a bit sick. That's not even one of the symptoms, but I have been feeling like that, so, and only since I've been taking them, so maybe, you know, it must be those. It might be because I take them quite late, because I wake up quite late because I work late, so I take them late in the night, and then when I sleep, I don't know, maybe it just affects my stomach. So let's try some of these popcorns anyway. Oh, they smell so good and taste so good. Why do they always treat me so well? Beautiful. Really nice. We've got to try a brownie, maybe. So yeah, I've got a scan on Friday. I think it's Friday, yeah. Wow. Irresistibly fudgy indeed. And crumbly. I can't just eat one. Well, I can't eat the pack either. So with my iron tablets, I am feeling a little bit better. I've got to admit, like, I have got more energy, and I'm having more of those days where I'm more here, there and everywhere. I am still having my days where I'm just absolutely fucked though, like where I can barely move, like I just aye with it, and I have to drag myself up to do things and stuff like that. But overall, I'm starting to feel a little bit better, I think. But like I say, I've only had a few days where I've not had a period, so I don't know what this month's going to be like. Hopefully it goes back to normal, who knows. And it's just one of them things, maybe I've got like cysts on my ovaries or something, because I have had a cyst on my ovary before when I was younger, and obviously I've got a cyst in my boob, so maybe I'm just prone to cysts in places. It could be a lot of things, so I've just got to wait and see what the scan says. So yeah, that's a bit of my that's my health update. I'm gonna try. Ooh. Oh, I love these. I love salt and vinegar like chips though. You know, the ones that are like sticks, the salt and vinegar sticks. They're amazing. So when I went for bloods the first time around, they lost them. And they didn't tell me, like, I waited a week and I hadn't heard anything, so I phoned the doctors and was like, oh yeah, I'm just looking for an update because I had some blood tests, but I haven't heard anything. And they said, oh, it looks like they've lost your bloods. And I was like, no one's contacted me. And they were like, yeah, can you book another appointment? So I had to book another appointment and went again. I don't like blood tests at the best of times, so it was gutting that I had to go again, for fuck's sake. And then they come back, and then they sent me again for some more because they were like, I just want to check one thing to see if that's okay. Because I was getting concerned that maybe I'm going through early menopause, but it turns out that my hormones are fine, so it must be like cysts. So yeah, I guess we'll see. These are so good, they're so Moorish. I'm going to end up eating the whole bag. I hope not. I've been going swimming again though. I had like 3 weeks off, maybe. Actually, it was probably 2 and a bit. It wasn't quite 3 weeks. So I spoke to Kim and I was like, when was the last time we came? Because the last time I went was with Kim and I think it was about 2 weeks ago. So I haven't been doing it like 3 times a week, but I still went like once. And I went, so I had like 2 weeks off from going at all, and then, or 2.5 weeks off from going at all, and then I've started to pick it up again now. I didn't go Sunday. I might go tomorrow. But I want to see how I feel because I might go to the gym tonight because I haven't been to the gym for like so long, and I pay for a membership and although swimming's included in that, I want to make sure I'm getting my money's worth out of the gym and the classes and whatever, so I'm going to go back to the gym. I'll just take it easy. As long as I'm doing something, I'm going to feel better about myself. Because I have missed it. I miss the way it makes you feel. Like, sometimes you can get to the gym and feel like you're going to do absolutely terrible. And then you just come out feeling pleased with yourself because you've actually been and you've done something. So it really doesn't matter how awful of a training it was. You still feel good about it because you went. You know, I don't know, it's just got this really good vibe about it and I just love it. And I have missed it. Like a frog. Picking it up with my tongue. It just sticks to your tongue though, it's just easier. Oh, funny. This Misfits protein bar is really cute. It's got little like party, what are they called? Like party bits. It's called birthday cake. I'm not sure if I'm keen on all those flavours together. someone might be. They remind me of, do you remember the Wonka bars? And they used to have like different things in. The one had like a crackle in it. It tastes like that. Very sweet stuff with chocolate. I don't know how I feel about that. Take another bite. Because the bar itself is quite like a bitter taste. It's like nugget, you know. And then party bits are more sweet. I don't know if I like that. I'd still eat it, but I don't know if I'd want it all the time. And let's try a bit of this while we're at it. Don't worry, I never waste any of these. I know I've been eating little bits of each one, but I'll eat them, just not in the same day. That's alright though. That tastes like calendar chocolate. And the nice type. Yeah, actually I'm pleased with that one, that was nice. Because it said like Tyson Gummy Giant with a bone on. I was thinking to myself then, wait, have I just ate a dog treat? But it's alright, it's not a dog treat. So yeah, that's me. My mum will be coming with me Friday, so we might go for breakfast or whatever after. So I might vlog that anyway and let you know what's going on. I won't get my results straight away, I wouldn't have thought, but I don't know. I've never actually been for a scan before. Not one of these types anyway. I've had like my boobs scanned because I had a lump in it. I found that on accident and all. I was in the shower and I was like, oh, I've never felt that before. It's huge now and all. It's not the worst body ever. But I suppose I've got to be grateful that it's just a cyst, not anything else. It's just a pain in the arse because it's really uncomfortable. Well, there we go. Enjoying these, and I'm nearly finished. I've finished them now. I think they're my favourite in the box. I'm really surprised. Love corn. I wonder if these are expensive. I bet they are. But they're really nice. I've really enjoyed them. Okay, so that's it from your sickly friend today. Stay loony. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video, and leave me a comment. Wish me luck on Friday. I hate visiting the hospitals and stuff, so I'm not looking forward to it, but my mum will be there. We'll have a laugh. Bring you along on the journey. I'm just kidding. Imagine. Oh, take you in the scan with me. Well, I have my womb looked at. Okay now. Okay.